In a 2-hour keynote at CES, the NVIDIA CEO has declared that the age of AI Agentics is here. Welcome back to the AI Daily Brief. This week is the great big CES show over in Las Vegas. It's a chance for particularly consumer tech companies to show off their latest innovations as well as where they're headed. It's kind of a weird event in the sense that a huge number of people go every year, and there are always some interesting announcements, but it's never really the home base of some world-changing announcement. I don't know why, but it's just not the place that people choose to really make their biggest announcements of the year. Perhaps it's just timing. January is kind of a weird time. Still, this year, the big keynote was from NVIDIA's Jensen Huang, and there was so much announced, it is going to be difficult to get through in a single show. Still, we are going to try. The TLDR is that NVIDIA is attacking basically every vertical in AI, including robotics, autonomous driving, agents, consumer devices, and much more. The announcements were in fact so wide-ranging that at least one publication has called this NVIDIA's Apple moment. Right at the core of Jensen's presentation was this declaration that the age of AI Agentics is here. For those of you who are not watching, I've got an image up of this great slide that he had, showing an up and to the right graph that goes through perception AI, to generative AI, to agentic AI, to physical AI. Under agentic AI, he references coding assistance, customer service, and patient care. Basically, Jensen described the AI sector as heading into a steep exponential curve as agents come online and provide a stepping stone towards a fully robotic world. Over the shorter term, he said, quote, AI agents are the new workforce. The IT department of every company is going to be the HR department of AI agents in the future. Jensen also mentioned that NVIDIA's AI chips are improving, quote, way faster than Moore's law. He said that the current model of chips is 30 times faster than the previous generation, adding, we can build the architecture, the chip, the system, the libraries, and the algorithms all at the same time. If you can do that, then you can move faster than Moore's law because you can innovate across the entire stack. Explaining why this is so crucial for an AI industry struggling to hit profitability, he said, Moore's law was so important in the history of computing because it drove down computing costs. The same thing is going to happen with inference where we drive up the performance, and as a result, the cost of inference is going to be less. You might remember our discussion yesterday around how Sam Altman was saying that OpenAI's $200 a month subscription is actually not profitable. The presentation itself got rave reviews. Salesforce CEO Mark Benioff breathlessly posted, rarely am I so captivated and inspired by a CEO's keynote that it holds my attention for 2 hours. But Jensen Huang's indefatigable energy makes him one of the most inspiring and visionary leaders among tenured and authentic CEOs. His ability to innovate while delivering amazing products I genuinely want to buy is remarkable. A true masterclass in running a great tech company. I was particularly struck by his framing of AI's evolution, from perception to generative to agentic and ultimately to physical. Truly inspiring. Still no less breathtaking was the gigantic range of products and services that NVIDIA announced. And so even though I've just said that in general, CES isn't the place for big announcements, this was truly a full-scale product launch. Now for our purposes, and given the theme of the presentation, I think the most important products was NVIDIA's first full family of agent models. Called Nemotron, these models come in 3 sizes to cover use cases from edge device inference to tasks that require frontier models. Last year, NVIDIA gave a sneak preview of a 70B version of Nemotron, which outperformed the same class of models from OpenAI and Anthropic on agentic tasks. The new family of models will also come in 2 different varieties, a text-based model for language tasks, as well as a vision-based model optimized for physical AI projects. The models are impressively fully open-sourced, with the text models based on a fine-tune of Meta's Llama models. This means that NVIDIA will be competing on price with models that cover the full spectrum of agentic use cases. And as a total aside, we could have a very long conversation here around the commoditization of AI models that feels like it's only going to accelerate in the agentic age. Alongside the model family, NVIDIA also released a set of blueprints for AI orchestration. These are designed to guide agents through specific tasks and can aid in coordination of multiple agents. NVIDIA has partnered with several AI orchestration companies to build blueprints that will be available on NVIDIA's enterprise platform, including LangChain, Llama Index, and DALL-E. One example created by Crew AI handles code documentation to ensure repositories are easy to navigate. Another example is a PDF to podcast blueprint that produces results similar to Google's Notebook LM. Rev Lebaradian, VP of Omniverse and Simulation Technology at NVIDIA, said, making multiple agents work together smoothly or orchestration is key to deploying agentic AI. These leading AI orchestration companies are integrating every NVIDIA agentic building block, NIM, NeMo, and Blueprints, with their open-source agentic orchestration platforms. That's a lot of words, but basically the goal here is to make agents actually work and be as quick to deploy as possible. One of the more impressive blueprints shared allows agents to analyze video. The complex pipeline of integrated services can deliver high-quality video analysis 30 times faster than watching it in real time. This has a huge range of extremely valuable applications, both in updating systems with AI and devising new processes with this novel ability. The low-hanging fruit is monitoring of industrial processes. There's currently more than 1.5 billion enterprise cameras deployed worldwide that record 7 trillion hours of video per year. Only a fraction of that actually gets analyzed. At the same time, manufacturers lose trillions of dollars annually to product defects that could have been spotted earlier using an AI-enhanced camera. This is just one specific example, but one where you can see the immediate tangible ROI right away. Another marquee announcement from NVIDIA was a small footprint AI workstation called Project Digits. Around the same profile as a Mac Mini or the size of a hardback book, the device contains the company's Grace Blackwell hardware. Huang said the device, quote, runs the entire NVIDIA stack. All of NVIDIA's software run on this. It's a cloud computing platform that sits on your desk. It's even a workstation if you'd like it to be. The device can be used as a standalone computer running NVIDIA's Linux-based OS or plugged into a primary Windows or Mac PC. It can put out a petaflop of AI compute for prototyping, fine-tuning, and running AI models. NVIDIA claims a single unit can run inference from models up to 200 billion parameters. Not quite enough to run the largest version of Meta's Llama model, but plenty of power to run mid-sized modern LLMs locally. A pair of devices can also be networked to deliver inference for models with up to 405 billion parameters. The device will be available in May at a price point of $3,000, which, while making it a prosumer product, certainly doesn't make it inaccessible for people. Huang said, placing an AI supercomputer on the desks of every data scientist, AI researcher, and student empowers them to engage and shape the age of AI. NVIDIA also launched a range of AI gaming tools. There was an automated producer agent that can manage live Twitch streams, as well as AI-driven in-game bots. On the automotive side, NVIDIA has revealed new hardware and software platforms for autonomous driving, along with a giant list of partnerships. Companies from Toyota to Uber will build up their self-driving capabilities using NVIDIA's technology, which has now been certified by tough European regulators. NVIDIA is also partnering with Aurora and Continental to deploy driverless trucks at scale by 2027. There was also a vision-enabled desktop assistant complete with a very impressive rendered avatar with voice mode. And that's all without mentioning the new range of consumer GPUs built on Blackwell architecture and a new data center chip with 72 Blackwell processors on the same wafer. The super chip was really something to see. Jensen kind of looked like Captain America carrying this thing across the stage like a shield. Now, in terms of response, the Neuron newsletter referred to this as NVIDIA's Apple moment, commenting, "Remember when putting a personal computer on every desk and in every home changed the world? NVIDIA's more or less trying to do the same thing with AI supercomputers." Now, to me, what seems clear, and this has been coming for a while, is that NVIDIA is clearly running the playbook similar to Google from the early 2010s, where they shift focus from their one thing to try to capture as many related verticals as possible. If NVIDIA can deliver on this bulky roadmap, it will have a competitive platform available for basically every use case of AI development, from language agents to industrial robots. They're also leaning heavily into open source, which will likely drive a massive price war among AI labs. All of this, of course, drives NVIDIA's core business of selling AI chips. The TLDR on their strategy: make deploying AI in every aspect of life as friction-free as possible, to drive demand for AI chips through the roof. Now, funny enough, the implications kind of seemed lost on Wall Street. Bloomberg reported the event under the headline, "NVIDIA's slides after unveiling leaves investors wanting more." I actually think that this is a total misunderstanding of what happened. NVIDIA's stock was down 6% yesterday, but I think that has much more to do with unrelated macroeconomic shocks than it does to do with investors not liking what Jensen had to say in Vegas. Indeed, stock analysts were at least a little less myopic, with Goldman Sachs writing that the, quote, "string of announcements at a minimum highlight the company's ability to innovate at industry-leading speed across hardware and software, as well as its robust partner and customer ecosystem." Ultimately, what this was an unveiling. NVIDIA has been inching away from being just a chip company to being an AI-first tech giant, and that couldn't have been clearer in this presentation. We'll wrap there. However, that's going to do it for today's AI Daily Brief. Appreciate you listening or watching as always, and until next time, peace.